Hello and welcome back to Doom 2016, where there's a big door in here. I wonder what's in it. I'm
Something
pretty
that
sure,
will take us 10 minutes.
I'm pretty sure it's something that won't take that long. Or
And what is behind door number 1?
BFG ammo.
And what is behind door number 2?
Well, you're gonna find out. Well, you're gonna find out, like, right here. Pictures right here, in person. Spoiler alert. The game just spoils it right then and there, by itself. Like, I don't understand why they do this shit.
Probably knew they probably knew that nobody was going to read those.
Or maybe they probably knew that, like, or Doom fans would know exactly what's going to happen, so they wouldn't beat around the bush about it and just show you right then and there.
Okay, so I've got a bit of a question. Is this game targeting new players or old players?
Both. And they target both demographics without even trying it.
I mean, to be fair, something like Doom is always going to be fun to people.
Believe it or not, we're 15 episodes in, and this is the first proper boss fight.
Yeah, that is one thing I found pretty weird.
And on that,
I mean, I guess.
And like on the subject of that, the Cyberdemon looks so good in HD. Holy shit!
It really does. Really does.
Yeah.
Just wait until you get to the other bosses. And yes, there's more than one.
I still feel like I need to properly replay this game. Like, I already ran it on pretty much the highest settings when I played this the first time. I was on a 1060, which was capable of running the game at max graphics, but I do believe that it was at like somewhere around 80, 90, maybe 70 at its lowest FPS. But I didn't care, because this was a time when, you know, I was still about the frame rate, but I was about stable 60 and not above 60. At the time I felt like going over was unnecessary. But you know, for PC gamers, it's never good. It's never enough.
Never enough for PC gamers.
We gotta have more. No, actually, I'm kind of joking with that. I feel like I've sort of found a pretty nice middle ground with my current monitors. But for production reasons, I do want to swap to a... okay, that's always a BFG ammo for that small sliver of health. But no, for production reasons, I do want to consider swapping to a set of 4K monitors. The problem is, I'm pretty restricted with my current setup, because if it's going to be a swap-in replacement, it needs to be a 27-inch 4K monitor.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the pixel density. I do feel like at some points,
you thought
something looks bad about my monitor.
You thought we were done, but no, there's a second phase. And we're in hell. Anyway, you were saying, Edgy?
I was basically saying I'm thinking about swapping to 27-inch 4K monitors. The Sony InZones seem pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But that's also because they work pretty well with PlayStation 5. I've seen some Gigabyte monitors that have a pretty good value as well. And LG monitors are always good. The one thing I don't want is to go back to MSI.
I don't
fuck
know why, MSI's
but
monitors.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still perfectly satisfied with the monitor I've got right now, but there is just something about the way how they communicate with my computer that feels wrong. I've had several times where, you know, my monitor would just crap out on me, and I don't know if it's a problem with my monitor. I don't know if it's a problem with my graphics card. But either way, you know, soon enough I'll be replacing my graphics card, so that rules those out.
Yeah. That's cool. By the way,
Yeah.
that death where the Doomslayer's head gets cut off, that's like my favorite death in this game. I mean, it's one of my favorite deaths in this game.
Also, gotta appreciate how this boss has an attack that's basically like skipping ropes.
And duck.
Yeah. But no, I feel like either going with the Sony InZone or see if I could find a good LG monitor.
You know what that?
I may be a bit biased towards LG because I've also got an LG OLED TV.
That's also one of my favorite deaths. Just like the
3 weeks later.
the Doomslayer's body just gets broken up into pieces, and then just like the helmet, and then the helmet is like front and center.
Oh, what was that stutter? Was that your USB hub acting up again?
I think it was just lag from OBS.
Ah.
But
Yeah, you shouldn't be standing still like that when he's charging at you.
I wasn't. I was moving.
You look like you were standing still.
Yeah,
I looked
you
like
did.
I was standing still, but I didn't. I moved out of the way.
I hate when enemies do that. Do that trick. By the way, it's like, oh, I'm going to cut off a lot of room, but I'm going to basically still have annoying to dodge attacks.
That kind of reminds me of like at the entropy fight from Crash 3. Except in the entropy fight, it was actually good.
Yeah.
It personally reminds me of taking on either the Skulls or Sahelanthropus in Metal Gear Solid 5. Because they got one of those kinds of attacks as well. Where if you walk up to the the rocks they summon from the floor, you get like a lot of lost health.
I had a really hard time with this boss. With the Cyberdemon, if you couldn't tell.
I mean, he just hit your ankle. That shit did cut your head off.
And yes, I did go with the frickin' Squidward is not a freeloader time card joke. I had an opportunity. I saw an opportunity and I seized it. You're welcome.
Yeah. But no, I actually took the liberty the other day to record how you should be doing this boss fight if you want to cheese it, which is something that Nate can put in the end of the video.
Maybe.
And we could just give off fake reactions. That has like, ooh, wow.
Okay, is this Split Screen Squad or fucking Sniper Wolf?
Don't say the S word around here.
Don't worry, I'll censor it.
No, that's fine.
I still remember when I was in this server where the owner would constantly watch like her videos and I was like, what do you see in this? Why are you watching this?
Money is what they see in this.
Without having any context of what Edgy meant, I legit thought he was talking about. I'm talking about my server, like legit talking, because he said I was in this server. Like he was talking about this one. Like crap. Like wait, what?
No.
Don't worry. We won't.
Believe me, if I see someone in your server streaming any Sniper Wolf video, I'm going to ban them. I don't even care if I'm power tripping.
You and every other like Reddit moderator. No, I'm just kidding.
We joke that, but
Jokes on you. I don't use Reddit.
I don't either.
I don't either. No one here does. It's almost as bad as.
Because I was canceled on Reddit.
Of course you were. I mean, it's almost as bad as Zitter.
Wow.
Man, I thought I would be the one of the group to get cancelled.
I'll talk to you guys about it on screen. Just let the audience know, hey, I was canceled on Reddit.
Well, to be fair, you don't need to talk to me about it because I vaguely recall what happened.
Yeah.
Look, your shenanigans.
Hey, you
look,
finally killed it.
and look, Edgy, you're
Right
you're,
at the
you're-
end of the episode.
Look, Edgy,
Da, da,
your
da, da,
your
da,
edge
da,
is,
da, da, da.
your edge just kind of rubs off on me. Don't take that out of context. I swear to God. Okay, now that I said that, now that I said that, you are gonna take that out of context. Now that I shouldn't have said anything. Fuck. Yeah, that was a really long frickin' level that I had to split it into 3 parts instead of 2 parts. So
And the third part being 10 minutes, so you couldn't have started the next level.
to be, you know what? You know what I could have done? I could have just, kept every single like death as is.
No.
And make you
No,
make you waste
But
everyone's and make you waste time. But I didn't.
You could have.
Yeah.
You could.
But I didn't because I'm smart like that.
Yeah, but
You could have added this to the next episode, though.
Yeah, but to be fair, we should probably extend this episode by a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrate the entire B-movie script. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly